Hello, Riven mains and Yasuo mains alike. I am the Nightwing, coming at you guys today with a bit of off-season news. So we know the split for the 100 Thieves is, well, quote-unquote, star team did not pan out well for the split. They had a ton of issues, ranging from champion issues to in-game synergy to player clashes, most likely. And today we get the first bit of news as Nadeshot confirmed in the heist videos, and some of the players did that, if they had to be replaced in order to get the team going to where it needs to be, then they're okay with that. You saw Afromu and Huhi saying that if they need to leave, and then they'll accept that, and you just have to move on. But today, we get that first bit of news for the 100 Thieves. First, who he actually posted on Twitter. First, I'd like to thank 100 Thieves for the opportunity. This split has not gone the way we thought it would, but I won't stop working hard. And with that, I'd like to say that now I am well, he probably means I am a free agent, because you don't want to put I'm a free agent, because I am free agent, it just sounds like a fragment in his sentence, but he's Korean, it's okay. Now that I am a free agent, open to all opportunities in a LCS and Academy as a mid-jung / support. DMs are open. So he is, opening up his what's that word I'm looking for? His resume, because he's putting jungler or support. Now, maybe he wasn't the best mid laner. Maybe he might be a really good jungler, or maybe he might be a really good support. We'll never know. But I think that looking at their split in general, you really got to look at how it actually panned out that bad. It panned out that bad because it's just something that happens with certain, superstar teams, and a lot of them just don't really work out, and it's mostly due to not the players themselves ultimately, performing well. Well, that can be attributed to that as well, but I think it's more like the players themselves aren't friends behind the scenes. They don't really do anything together. There's more like, a bit of distance with his, the way he was feeling about 100 Thieves. I think in one heist episode he talked about that, they don't really feel like a team. They feel more like a band of solo queue players. And I think that was already a red flag. And, after watching their game live against Cloud9, when Cloud9 got their first win of the LCS this season, I could tell something was really off. I just couldn't, I couldn't put it into words. Obviously, like, sometimes when rosters are created before the off season, stuff like this happens all the time. Like, I can name so many different roster changes because I've been watching competitive league for, good Lord knows, like now 4 years at this point. But something that I wanted to kind of bring up as a little bit of a interesting fact, like, remember back when Immortals were still in the league? If you remember Immortals in the NALCS, then you know who I'm talking about. Remember when Smithy was on CLG and Dardoch was on Immortals? Remember how they switched them, and then Immortals went to the finals? Actually went to the finals, and then with Smithy, and then CLG got removed from CLG. Now, a lot of people still say that it had nothing to do with in-game synergy. I'm not really ready to believe that, because then you bring in Omar God, who really wasn't that good. So, sometimes, switches can be for the better thing. Like, maybe he might go to another team and be just a much better fit than on this team. It's not really about star players. I think people really do overrate star players. Like, you really have to understand, in a team environment, if you're playing with someone you really don't, necessarily, feel like you can play the game with, it's just not going to work out. Like, we saw Smeb talking about this with Mata, how they had shot calling, issues in the game where Mata wanted to lead the team one way and Smeb wanted to lead the team another way, and you have all those issues. Yes, both of them are fantastic on paper. Well, not really Smeb anymore, because he's kind of been slumping, but just something that, these things happen. And what else could 100 Thieves do to really make their roster better? He said there's gonna be some changes. So, and I think that mid lane was the place you wanted to start. Obviously, having not a strong mid laner was going to be a problem. And that, actually, if you're being really honest, he at best could be the 4th best mid laner, but you know, you didn't even see that, so it's like, what really can you go off of? I still don't think Soligo is. I don't think Soligo is your answer either. Like, I really don't. But what else could you start to replace after Huhi? You know, you also have. I'm not gonna say Someday or Bang because you know they pay a lot of money for them, and those are the imports that need to be performing. Have they been performing? You know, to that extent this split. Really, they haven't. But you know, they have incredible bounce back potential. Afro, Onda are all the people that I would start to look at, especially Onda. I think some people really do have their eyes not checked, because I don't know who you've been seeing this whole split, but he is not. He's been literally like the 9th best jungler in the whole split, comparably to who else was it? There's another there's a 10th place jungler directly. I forgot his name right now, but overall, yeah, Onda's literally like probably the 10th place jungler right now, or you might even be able to put Wiggly up there, you know. So yeah, they need to be looking at jungle after this. I wouldn't want to see Onda on the team moving forward, because he just really hasn't played well for a very, very long time. So I'll see you guys later. That's it. Huhi is parting ways with the 100 Thieves. Like, comment, subscribe, most of all, enjoy. I'm the Nightwing signing out. There's gonna be a couple more videos coming up after this. I'll be talking about NA and EU's playoff games, you know, in which I got every single one of them right. So I'll be able to talk to you guys about that. I know there've been a little bit of lack of videos. It's only just because we've been really busy. Like I said, videos are coming out, and don't worry, we're gonna be getting it all to you guys here and now.